The glittering lights of Hollywood and the high-stakes arenas of professional sports frequently cross paths, yet rarely do they forge a narrative that transcends the fleeting nature of modern celebrity culture. In a world where public relationships are often measured in months, a select few partnerships capture the collective imagination by anchoring themselves in genuine devotion, shared ambition, and an undeniable sense of grace. To understand the profound impact of these modern fairy tales, one must look past the red carpets and stadium lights, peeling back the layers of carefully curated public relations to find the quiet, authentic moments that truly define a legacy. It is within this rarefied space that we find an extraordinary couple whose journey has redefined the boundaries of a contemporary power couple, blending the rhythmic energy of global pop stardom with the calculated brilliance of elite athletic championship. Their story is not merely one of mutual success, but a deeper exploration of how two distinct worlds can fuse into a harmonious, enduring union that continually captivates millions around the globe as we begin to unravel the threads of this captivating narrative. It becomes clear that their influence extends far beyond their respective industries, touching upon themes of family, resilience, and a shared reverence for history itself. They have constructed a public life that feels both intensely grand and remarkably intimate, a balancing act that few in the public eye ever truly master. It is an art form that requires not just talent, but an innate understanding of dignity and style, qualities that resonate deeply with audiences seeking substance in an era of superficial trends. Before we dive into the breathtaking moments and the historic royal inspirations that define their recent milestones, take a moment to connect with us by subscribing to our channel, ensuring you never miss an exploration into the extraordinary lives of the icons who shape our culture. By joining our community, you become part of a journey that examines the deeper context behind the headlines, bringing you closer to the true essence of these remarkable public figures. The foundations of this remarkable bond were laid years ago, built upon a mutual respect that immediately set them apart from the typical whirlwind romances of the entertainment industry. From their very first public appearances, observers noted an unusual depth to their interaction, a quiet confidence that suggested they were building something designed to withstand the intense scrutiny of the global spotlight. This sense of permanence has only grown stronger with the passage of time, defying the cynical expectations often associated with high-profile unions in the 21st century. Instead of fracturing under the weight of immense fame and demanding bi-coastal schedules, their relationship has flourished, becoming a beacon of stability and mutual elevation that inspires fans and peers alike. They have masterfully woven their individual triumphs into a singular, cohesive legacy, proving that personal fulfillment and professional excellence can coexist beautifully when supported by unwavering partnership. The atmosphere surrounding their public life is one of elevated elegance, characterized by a sophisticated aesthetic that mirrors their approach to both life and art. Whether navigating the high-pressure environment of championship sports or commanding the stage at international music galas, they move with a synchronized grace that suggests a profound internal alignment. This seamless synergy is visible not only in their professional collaborations, but in the very way they carry themselves through the world, turning ordinary public appearances into statements of shared purpose and refined style. It is this unique quality that makes their journey so compelling to watch, as they consistently elevate the standard of what it means to be a modern influential couple. Combining the grit of athletic determination with the polished sophistication of global entertainment. As their timeline progressed toward a major milestone, the anticipation surrounding their celebrations reached a crescendo. drawing the attention of observers who have followed their trajectory since the beginning. They chose as a setting that perfectly matched the timeless, romantic narrative they have spent years cultivating, a location steeped in history, art, and unparalleled visual poetry. This choice was no mere coincidence. It reflected a deliberate desire to immerse themselves in an environment that echoed the grand traditions of romance and enduring legacy. It was within this historic backdrop that they would choose to pay homage to the past in a manner so visually striking and emotionally resonant that it would instantly bridge the gap between contemporary celebrity and historical romance, setting the stage for a revelation that would captivate the public imagination and leave an indelible mark on their collective journey. The floating city of Venice, with its labyrinth of emerald canals and centuries-old stone architecture, provided the ultimate cinematic setting for a celebration that was destined to capture global attention. It was here, amidst the timeless romance of the Italian lagoon, that singer Ciara and elite football quarterback Russell Wilson chose to mark their 5th wedding anniversary in the summer of 2021. This historic milestone was not merely a private moment of reflection for the couple, but a grand visual statement that would soon reverberate across social media platforms worldwide. The choice of Venice was entirely intentional, matching the couple's shared affinity for classic elegance and historical grandeur. Surrounded by the majestic beauty of the Palazzo Corna della Ca Grande and the winding waterways that have inspired poets for generations, they fully immersed themselves in an atmosphere of pure, unfiltered romance. As they navigated the historic city, the sheer joy and mutual devotion they displayed made it seem as though they were still operating in the euphoric honeymoon phase of their relationship. Defying the standard timeline of high-profile Hollywood marriages, the true climax of this European excursion came when the couple decided to execute a masterfully planned photographic homage that connected their modern love story to one of the most iconic royal romances of the 20th century. Standing aboard a traditional water taxi, wrapped in the soft, golden light of the Venetian afternoon, Ciara and Russell meticulously recreated a famous 1985 photograph of Princess Diana and Prince Charles. The original image, captured during the British royal couple's historic tour of Italy, had long been etched into the archives of global fashion and cultural history as a symbol of regal sophistication. By stepping into the exact visual framework of that legendary moment, Ciara and Russell seamlessly bridged the gap between American entertainment royalty and British traditional royalty. Ciara took to Twitter to share the stunning results of this creative endeavor, uploading the side-by-side comparisons with a poignant caption that read, "You always make me feel like a princess." The images immediately triggered a massive wave of public fascination, with millions of fans and media commentators marveling at the precision of the recreation and the profound sense of reverence the couple showed for the late Princess of Wales. This visual tribute was far more than a simple costume exercise. It was an intricate study in style and posture that required an extraordinary attention to detail. Ciara perfectly channeled the effortless grace of Princess Diana, capturing the specific gentle tilt of the head and the soft contemplative expression that made the late royal an enduring global icon. Russell complemented this performance by embodying the formal, dignified posture of Prince Charles, creating a striking contrast that mirrored the exact dynamics of the original 1985 photograph. The media storm that followed the release of these photos highlighted the couple's unique ability to command the cultural conversation, transforming a personal anniversary celebration into a widely discussed artistic statement. It demonstrated that even after half a decade of marriage and the immense pressures of raising a high-profile family under the constant glare of the paparazzi, their bond remained filled with an adventurous, playful energy that allowed them to engage in such grand romantic gestures. Beneath the surface of this glamorous Italian holiday laid the solid foundation of their growing family, which had recently been blessed by a joyful new addition. Just a year prior to this landmark trip, in the summer of 2020, the couple had welcomed a beautiful baby boy named Wyn Harrison Wilson into their lives. The arrival of Wyn marked a deeply emotional chapter for the family, and as the infant grew, fans and family members alike could not help but notice the striking, undeniable resemblance he shared with his father. Wyn looked so much like Russell that it genuinely warmed the hearts of their global audience, serving as a living testament to the deep genetic and emotional bond that defined the Wilson household. This precious boy was the couple's second biological child together, further cementing a domestic union that had already been enriched by the birth of their first daughter, Sienna Princess Wilson, who had arrived with much celebration in April of 2017. Together with Ciara's eldest son, future Zahir, from a previous relationship whom Russell had embraced completely as his own, the family represented a harmonious modern blend of love, structure, and mutual support, the contrast between the intense, high-pressure environments of their professional careers and the serene, love-filled atmosphere of their domestic life created a fascinating duality that only added to their public appeal. While Russell was accustomed to the brutal physical demands and intense strategic focus required to lead the Seattle Seahawks as an elite NFL quarterback, and Ciara was used to the exhausting schedules of global concert tours and intensive dance rehearsals, they always managed to return to a shared space of tranquility and family unity. Their ability to maintain this balance was particularly evident in how they managed the upbringing of Sienna and Wyn, ensuring that despite their parents' astronomical fame, the children were raised with a strong sense of grounding, faith, and affection. The Venetian anniversary trip, therefore, served as a rare and well-deserved sanctuary away from the demanding routines of professional sports and the music industry, allowing them to celebrate the expansion of their family and the enduring strength of their marital commitment. The public reaction to the Diana and Charles photo recreation also underscored a deeper cultural truth about the way the public views Ciara and Russell Wilson. In an era where celebrity relationships are frequently marred by public disputes, infidelity scandals, and sudden breakups, the Wilsons stood out as an extraordinary anomaly. They had consistently used their platform to promote wholesome family values, mutual respect, and an unashamed display of romantic affection that many deemed adorable and inspiring. By linking themselves to the imagery of the British royal family, they were not just playing dress-up. They were subtly asserting their own position as cultural nobility within the landscape of modern American media. The sheer precision of the recreation, from the wardrobe choices down to the specific angle of the boat against the Venetian water, revealed a level of care and artistic dedication that resonated deeply with photography enthusiasts and royal historians alike, setting a new benchmark for how modern icons celebrate their personal milestones on the global stage. As the images of their Venetian tribute continued to circulate, they ignited a broader conversation about the historical parallels between the public pressures faced by 20th century royalty and 21st century celebrities. Princess Diana had navigated an unprecedented level of media intrusion, a challenge that both Ciara and Russell understood intimately from their own decades spent in the fierce glare of public scrutiny. Yet, unlike the tragic fracturing that ultimately defined the union of Diana and Charles, Ciara and Russell used their homage to showcase a narrative of triumph, unity, and absolute emotional alignment. The profound contrast between the source material and the modern recreation added a layer of bittersweet beauty to the photos, leaving audiences longing for more historical tributes from the couple. This brilliant blend of historical awareness, high fashion, and genuine marital bliss ensured that their fifth anniversary would not just be remembered as a simple vacation, but as a defining moment of cultural cross-pollination that perfectly set the stage for a deeper exploration of who these two individuals truly are behind the fame. To fully understand the weight of this modern love story and the cultural resonance of their stunning Venetian tribute, one must look closely at the remarkable biographies of the individuals who compose this extraordinary partnership. Born Ciara Princess Harris in Austin, Texas, and raised in a military family that traveled across the globe, the future pop icon spent her formative years navigating diverse environments before finally settling in Atlanta, Georgia. It was there that her musical destiny began to take shape, fueled by an unwavering work ethic and a distinct vocal and choreographic talent that would soon revolutionize the music industry. Her debut studio album, released in 2004, instantly propelled her to global stardom, earning her the title of the First Lady of Crunk & B and establishing a signature sound that blended infectious rhythmic beats with highly complex athletic dance routines. Over the course of the next 2 decades, she would accumulate numerous platinum certifications, Grammy Awards, and chart-topping singles, cementing her status as an enduring pillar of contemporary rhythm and blues. And a major vanguard for female performers in the entertainment industry, equally compelling is the professional trajectory of Russell Carrington Wilson, whose journey to elite athletic mastery began in Richmond, Virginia. Displaying an exceptional aptitude for multiple sports from a young age, Russell excelled in both baseball and football, a rare versatility that would define his early athletic career at North Carolina State University and later at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Despite facing persistent skepticisms regarding his height from professional scouts who doubted his ability to succeed at the highest level of American football, his unmatched leadership qualities, precise passing accuracy, and profound strategic intelligence caught the attention of the Seattle Seahawks, who selected him in the 2012 NFL Draft. What followed was a historic rise to prominence, as Russell led the franchise to its first ever Super Bowl championship victory in just his second professional season, establishing himself as one of the most resilient, dynamic, and effective quarterbacks of his generation, and a consistent force on the field. When these two powerful trajectories finally converged in early 2015, the resulting connection was immediate and transformative, setting the stage for a relationship that would completely challenge the standard conventions of high-profile celebrity romances. Both individuals had recently emerged from significant personal transitions, and they found in each other a shared foundation of deep spiritual faith, professional dedication, and a mutual desire to build a stable, long-lasting family unit. Their subsequent marriage in July 2016, celebrated in a stunning private ceremony at Peckforton Castle in Cheshire, England, beautifully foreshadowed their shared affinity for grand, historic aesthetics that would later manifest during their anniversary trip to Venice. From the very beginning of their union, Russell embraced Ciara's eldest son, future Zahir, with the same profound love and protective dedication that he would later show to their biological children, Sienna Princess and Wynn Harrison, creating a unified household that prioritized emotional security and unconditional mutual support above all else. The deep cultural significance of their decision to recreate the iconic 1985 photograph of Princess Diana and Prince Charles lies in how it reflects their own unique position within modern society. By choosing to mirror the British royal couple during their historic tour of Italy, Ciara and Russell did not merely engage in a superficial exercise of celebrity roleplay. Rather, they used the medium of historical photography to tell a deeper story about resilience, public identity, and the evolution of love under intense media observation. Princess Diana had captured the hearts of the global public by breaking down the traditional barriers of the monarchy, showing a level of empathy and human warmth that made her an eternal symbol of grace. Similarly, Ciara and Russell have consistently used their massive global platforms to project an image of vulnerability, familial warmth, and accessible royalty, redefining what it means to be influential public figures in the digital age and proving that true nobility is found in how one treats others and manages their personal legacy. Furthermore, this visual homage served as an elegant commentary on the enduring power of style and historical memory, illustrating how a single, carefully captured image can bridge generations and cultural divides. The original 1985 photograph of Diana and Charles aboard a water taxi in Venice carried an air of formal distance, a visual hint of the personal challenges that would later fracture the royal marriage. In stark contrast, the 2021 recreation by Ciara and Russell infused that exact same visual composition with an undeniable warmth, mutual adoration, and a sense of absolute emotional security, effectively rewriting the narrative context of the imagery. Ciara's touching declaration on Twitter that Russell always made her feel like a princess emphasized this profound emotional shift, reminding their global audience that true romantic fulfillment is built upon a daily foundation of respect, appreciation, and a deliberate effort to make one's partner feel valued and cherished. As we look toward the future of this inspiring couple, their journey continues to serve as a vital blueprint for how modern icons can successfully balance the immense pressures of global fame with the quiet, essential demands of family life. Whether Russell is commanding the field in high-stakes professional sports or Ciara is executing intricate choreography for a new global media campaign, their primary focus remains firmly anchored within the walls of their home and the shared growth of their children. The public's ongoing fascination with their relationship, particularly highlighted by the widespread adoration of their son Wynn's striking resemblance to his father and the playful elegance of their royal photo recreations, underscores a universal desire for authentic, positive narratives in modern media. In celebrating their milestones through a unique blend of historical reverence and contemporary love, Ciara and Russell Wilson have created a narrative that will undoubtedly continue to inspire, elevate, and captivate audiences for many years to come.